Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday again. It's the 25th of January 2021 and I'm back. And so let's get started with our spellings. So make sure that you're on week 3. And there's the date there just to keep you right. Just to make sure you're on the right page. And these are our spellings. So we'll sound them out and then I want you to repeat them after me. K-A-D. Cod. K-I-D. Kid. P-A-T. Pet. N-A-T. Net. P-A-N. Pen. P-A-G. Peg. And M-A-M. Mum. So let's make sure we know what these words mean. We've got cod at the top there. You might not know what cod is. Cod is a type of fish. So if you went to the chip shop and you had fish and chips, the fish that you ate might be cod. And a kid, well, you're a kid. And also a baby goat is also called a kid. Pet then, some of us might have a pet at home, a dog or a cat or maybe a bunny rabbit. Net. Net is something you might use to catch a fish in. Pen. We use that to write with. Today I'm using a pencil, but usually I use a pen. Peg. You might use a peg to hang up clothes on the clothesline. And mum. I don't know what that means. Does anybody know what that means? Mum. Of course we do. In fact, Mum might be sitting right beside you now. Mum. So we write our words into our Monday column. Now you'll probably remember the last few weeks that when we did our literacy, we worked out of 2 different booklets. And this week, we're also going to be working out of 2 different booklets. We're going to be using this Pirates Tricky Word booklet and this booklet as well. And you're going to do 1 page out of each. Just 1 page out of each booklet. So 1 from here and 1 from here. So we're going to start with this booklet. And you'll see it says there, Pirates Phase 2 Tricky Words. Now, tricky words. What are tricky words? Well, here in this pirate treasure chest, there are some tricky words. Tricky words are words that people use all the time when they're writing. They're sometimes called keywords. And the reason that we say they're tricky is because with a lot of them, you can't sound them out. You can't make sounds to try and blend the word together. Do you remember last week we were blending all those different words, even like the word mum, mum. But with these words, you can't. You just have to know them. So let's look at them. We have I, the, no, into, go, and to. Now, if I tried to sound out the, for example, I would be going t, h, eh, and it wouldn't make sense for me. So these are words that you can't sound out. You just have to practice them and know them. And today I want you to try and read these words aloud with someone at home, and then you're going to colour them in according to this colour code here. All right? So you'll need a few different colours to colour in the jewels in your treasure chest. Now also today, I am going to send you a link, as well as this link that you have now. You're going to have a second link, and it's going to link you to a little song called Tricky Words. So I'm just going to show you it very quickly. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. So boys and girls, it's called the Tricky Words song. And I've been singing it all morning because once you play it, it kind of stays in your head for ages. Now, the great thing about this song is it covers a lot of the words that we are looking at this week. A lot of our tricky words. So I want you to watch this song. And at the end, I want you to tell me, maybe send me a message or tell Mummy or Daddy, which word the song did not mention. It mentions 5 of these words. Sorry, let me see. yes, 5 of these words. And it actually mentions some of the words that you're going to be looking at next week. Next week's tricky words. So after you watch this video and before you do your colouring in, just watch the tricky word song.
They are just tricky words. Don't let them trick you. Say hello to I. Hello,
Look, there's the first one, boys and girls.
Sing with me.
Then, after that, boys and girls, I want you to move on to your letter formation. Now, just because we're off school doesn't mean we can't keep our letters nice and tidy and neat. Now, I don't want you to do the whole page. You will see I've put a little mark on your page. I want you to go down as far as the E sound, the sound. And then the rest of the page is for tomorrow. Now, I want you to, you can even use a marker for this if you want, because the pencil might not show up, or a dark pen, and you can go practice your letter formation. So we go round, up, down, and flick. Round, up, down, and flick. That's our A sound. Then we go on to B. Down, up, and around. Down, up, and around. And you're going to practice these letters right to the end of the line. C. Round like this. K sound. Round like this. Then the D sound. D, D, D. Round, up, down, and flick. Round, up, down, and flick. And then our E. Sound. You start here. Now don't start at the top. Start exactly where the dot is. Round, up, and around. Starting here, round, up, and around. Moving on to our number work then. And at first glance at this, you might think, oh, I'm counting pennies. But when you look more closely, it's actually 2p's. So here is a real penny here, and this is a 2p. And I always think that if they melted down 2 pennies and put them back together, they would be big enough to make 2p. So 2p is the same as 2 of these. 1, 2. So if you had to pay 2 pennies for something, you could use 2 of these or 1 of these. So last week we were counting our pennies and it was very easy. You just pointed to the coin and you counted it. But this time, because these are 2p, this is what you need to do, boys and girls, when you're counting it. You need to count twice because this is the same as 2 pennies. So you're going to do this. 1, 2, because that's 2p. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you'll write 6p at the end as your answer. Now, make sure you know why you're tapping twice. It's because it's not 1 penny, it's the same as 2 pennies. So make sure you tap each coin twice and count 2 numbers when you're counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you work through all of the 2p's on the page, make sure that you tap them twice when you're counting, because they aren't 1p, they are 2p. That's right. So that is the work on our packs for today. Also, as you know, you can continue to go on to SumDog. And as well as that, I will send you new reading books as well this week, so you can carry on with those as well. Okay? Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.